We are sponsored by, today's sponsor is Awareness. We are sponsored by Awareness today. It's to thank God for awareness, because then we can be paying attention to what's going on around us so we don't get sucked up in it and be puppetized by it. We can actually make our own moves and lead our own world. We don't have to follow. Is this water bottle?
Because we heard. Now, once we're here, we don't have to follow. We heard.
Yeah, see? Yeah, we're going to start leading our own pack.
Did you want some more?
It's all about awareness. Okay.
I was just sitting there, so
Yeah.
I was creating the symmetry.
Okay. So today we're going to talk about, I wanted to talk about a couple other things, but some people didn't show up. But one of the things we're going to talk about is getting some of the help with the SSI, lawyer and stuff. Because while you're out there and you're going through it, there's a lot of new ways to be able to get a check so that we can pay your rent. Like if you can't hold down a job because you got issues, if you can actually talk to somebody about your issues, you might be able to get a check for it, and that'll get you some low-income housing or subsidize your housing or something about it, to where at least you don't have to be living on the streets.
Especially if you have a mental illness or something that can be diagnosed, and the lawyers can help with that stuff, the advocates.
That's good. So we're talking about, you got a whole list of them now?
Yeah, I got a whole list of them right here.
Yeah.
I got one especially that's a Pete Thrifty disability advocate. He worked at Social Security for the last 30 years.
Pete Thrifty?
Pete Thrifty disability advocate.
Disability advocate.
Yeah, he's at 1412 17th Street, Suite 501, Bakersfield, California 92301.
Okay.
His phone number is 661-340-4582. And he also had the email.
And that was the one you were using, right?
No, I've never used
Oh,
this one before. I used a lawyer to get my SSI,
Right.
not this particular,
Not this one.
not one from Bakersfield.
Oh, okay, because
Right.
you weren't in Bakersfield.
No, I wasn't in Bakersfield when I first started it.
Okay.
But these are just Bakersfield Social Security attorneys and advocates. And it's like a whole list of them. And it goes, they got the Greater Bakersfield legal aid here, right?
Yeah, they got the Greater Bakersfield. Usually the Greater Bakersfield is, the legal assistance is for senior citizens and females mostly. Like, it doesn't really help, but they're on your list, I see there.
Yeah, but it says GBL only if clients have been denied by 2 other attorneys or are homeless.
Or homeless. So
Right.
you go to the GBLA if you're homeless,
If you're homeless,
or if you try 2 other places. And
like on this list, 2
and
other
there's a
papers,
list, you got
they
10
couldn't help you. I
at
got
least 10 people.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 different lawyers that are specified.
They won't ask you for any money.
And they don't take the money up front,
They don't take it up front.
but they'll take your case.
They'll take your case if you have an open case, you've been stressed, you have a mental illness or a physical illness that qualifies you for Social Security.
Physical or mental illness.
Yeah, that qualifies you for Social Security. Especially this advocate guy that I gave you, he's the one that knows everything. He worked for Social Security for the last 30 years.
He worked for 30 years with Social Security, so it even says it right there. Like, I've done it for 30 years. It's not like it's new news.
Yeah, you can probably get this list right here. I'm not sure how, but you know, if
Yeah,
they can
we
make
can-
it available for you, I'll give it to them so that you can get a copy.
Yeah, we'd be able to do that,
if you wanted to. You know.
and maybe put it in the comments later if y'all need it. Put it in the comments. You know, if you're going through some Social Security or you would need some disability help, and you don't know where you're going, and you'd like to at least talk to somebody, we got a list of lawyers. So you put it in your comment. Tell us what's what. We'll read it back. We'll shoot you a list. Look at the whole list.
Yeah, I mean, these lists with these guys here. So they
We can even take a screenshot of it
yeah, you can if you want
and
to. Send it to
put
you.
that up there.
There's something else, a food commodity.
We found some new food commodity places. Where are they
Yeah,
at?
commodity food box. Wins the 22nd Friday of the month at 11 a.m. Wear the Salvation Army on 4417 Wilson Road.
4417 Wilson Road.
Represents an ID with a Bakersfield address. You have to have that as a prerequisite. As a
Okay, so your ID has to show that you're in Bakersfield.
And it's commodities.
Every second Friday at 11 on
Yeah.
Wilson. That's Salvation Army?
It's Salvation
Oh,
Army.
the Salvation Army's giving out the foods there.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's called the Commodities Food Box now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says the commodity food box distribution is a drive-through. All you need to do is drive in with your ID ready. We sign you in and we load your food box and you drive out. Commodity dates for 2024 is 1/12, 2.9, so we're way back here. We're at 6,
We're in
6.14.
6.14.
The next one will be 7.12.
Adjustment. Next one will be 7/12.
7/12.
July the 12th.
It says attention.
Salvation Army.
Yeah, it says attention. Please do not block any of the residential driveways while you wait in line. Let's be good neighbors.
All right.
That's good.
That's the one. Yeah. So we'll go on. Well, I guess we gotta wait till July, but we can go to Salvation Army and do a drive-through
Yeah.
food box.
And you can probably take a picture of this one right here, and wait your time, and you can give them a copy of it so they'll know if that's what you want to do.
Screen shoot it.
But the same thing when we had these advocates,
Right.
Most of the time you have to have a physical or mental illness,
Right.
and this is the behavioral health book where you go and get assessed
Right.
for a mental illness, or this is for mental illness. So it's a behavioral health, current behavioral health. It's a helping handbook, and you have different things in here about what goes on here.
Right.
It's an app though.
Yeah, they got a bunch of little apps in there
Yeah.
to show you the mental health apps.
Right.
I've seen that one. I liked it
Right.
because
Yeah,
they
it's
had a
pretty
list
good.
of them that are different mental health places. Most of them are free, which is nice to get free help, and then you can at least get lined up where you need to go. If not even get started, you can at least get some help with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had this little pathway tattoo removed. I like my tattoos. I'm not gonna get them removed, but some people might want to get them removed because they may be doing some derogatory stuff when they were younger, and they really don't appreciate it at this point in time in their life.
And some people are unemployed, and they might find it difficult to get a job.
With a tattoo, a certain kind of tattoo, like on your face
Yeah,
or stuff like
sometimes
that.
drawing on your face tends to be a barrier to employment.
Does it? It does, and for the most part, yeah. So it's, I guess it's free. And the next time is.
But the thing is, it's very expensive. It can be extremely
laser removal
expensive.
is
if
expensive,
you really
but
want it.
Garden Pathways is nice enough to do it for free Friday mornings. So usually every Friday. What do you got on the list right now as far as those?
Well, they're all taken up.
Laser removal.
The last one was May 17th.
Oh, you got yeah. They'll print up a new one. If you go to Garden Pathways on 1616 29th Street, that's where the laser removal's at. It's usually from 8 to noon or 9 to noon, but you gotta get there at 8 because it's first come first serve, and the nurses and the doctors that are involved in it are all there voluntarily, so they show up every Friday just to start burning people with their little lasers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've got it done like
Cool.
4 times.
After it's cool.
It takes 8 or 9 sessions to get it done.
Oh.
But you go every
all
6
depending
weeks.
on how
So
much.
they're there every Friday,
Yeah.
but you can only go every 6 weeks because your skin's got to do its thing.
Oh, okay, so that's a
Yeah,
process.
because they're hitting you with that laser beam and they're just burning you, and it burns as much as maybe a cigarette.
Oh,
Have you ever had a cigarette burn?
Yeah, burn. That hurts.
Yeah, that little bit is the
But
pain
it's
that
more,
you'll feel
still
on it.
more concentrated.
You just
So
feel a lot of little dots.
I would say
it's laser dots.
like a hot needle. You know, you heat it up. You know, if anybody ever had a splinter removed from their finger, you know, and somebody like sterilized the needle with fire, it's like, you know, the prick is it's a lot less discomfort than a cigarette, because a cigarette you got that and it's like, and that fire is like right there smoldering, you know. But
I've been going and doing it. That's how
I've
I
never
went.
experienced it myself.
Yeah, you gotta try it if you can. Like, I don't have anything that I want to get rushed out. So I got this, I don't mind, you know?
Right.
So I've been getting them the laser beam. I told them just shoot me with the laser.
So you had a tattoo on that hand
Yeah.
right there? It's gone now?
Yeah, no, it's still there. It's just less of it.
Oh, okay,
You can see
okay.
where some of the letters are coming off.
Are you still going through the process?
Yeah, I still gotta go. I've gone 3-4 times already,
Okay.
and some of the letters, you know, are hardly noticeable, but some of them are still just as dark as they were.
Yeah.
And so whatever.
yeah, it's a
but I
whole
went in
lot
there to go
less
see what it
noticeable
feels
right
like.
now.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there's
a
a
lot, yeah.
Yeah,
A lot
This
less
whole gap is missing. But yeah, my name, it used to say Abdullah on there, and then somebody's face kept falling on my hand one time.
Now it just says dude.
And, yeah, and it started blurring. It was when it healed back up, the skin would just blur up. But somebody's face kept falling on my hand, and their teeth cut my finger.
Wow.
It's a nice way to say we were getting it.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we were. The face
I'm slow.
kept falling on my hand right there, and
okay,
the mouth
wow.
kept landing right about that spot.
It's not that you're slow, he's so
And
fast.
the tooth was stuck.
That tooth, I don't know, it just kept, yeah.
So
So yeah, one night at the Cools it happens, and I was like, oh man, so I got scar tissue on there anyways. I said, burn it up then, let me see what it feels like.
Wow.
And they dial it up. It's got a little dial a wheel for the pain.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
so they go like up to 5 or something. Like I don't know how the laser beam numbers work, but I'm at 3. They'll hit you with it, like a 1 to see what your pain tolerance is, and then from your pain tolerance, then you can go up the next session. Every session you come back and go. But if they hit you with like a 15 or something, it's just gonna burn your skin, and it'll just be a big old scar instead of dry it. So that's why they have to do the process to get the ink out.
Okay, making sure you're just getting the ink out and nothing more.
Yeah, not putting this big old scar. I can just cut it off and let it grow back.
Right.
Yeah,
that'd be great, huh?
So they're like, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, that's it for that. So but there's good because there's a lot of people that had to come out of pocket. I know when I was working in Los Angeles, I was out there in Buena Park, and I went to a tattoo removal place, a laser surgery place. They were charging $150 for my finger.
Wow.
Per session, and they were like, "That's gonna be 6 to 8 sessions at least."
Oh well, no, it's like $800, $900.
Yeah, quick.
They're
like, it's $75 per square inch, and your hand's a little more than 1 square inch.
And they do it. Pathways do it for free.
And the Garden Pathways will do it for free.
It's the same process, the same thing, nothing different, right?
Yes, everything's the same. It's professionals, it's professional tools, professional people. It's doctors and nurses that are doing it.
Oh, cool.
And they just volunteer their time. They're from Advantage Health, right up the street from the Garden Pathways. So you go to 1616 29th Street and get your laser removal Friday mornings.
Yeah.
And you could just get it, and then you start getting in that little rotation. Every 6 weeks you'll go back.
You know, when I was diagnosed with my mental illness, I had to get assessed. I knew something was wrong with me,
right?
But I didn't know what. So I had to get what they call an assessment. I went to
Leaving? Oh, okay. We'll see you later then.
What they call that place up there, mental health place up there, American.
Okay.
And they gave me an assessment. And once they gave me an assessment, I went to see these doctors,
right.
And I got a team.
Yeah.
Once I got the team, that's when I actually signed up for the applicant.
That's when you started.
Right. I had the information to give to the Social Security lawyer. Yeah, this is going on, that's going on, and they'll take it from that point.
Okay.
They'll even take it from the point of filling out the application for you and sending you to a assessment team.
The Social Security lawyer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So they'll send you to an assessment team so they can get.
They got their own crew of paper routers, paper pushers.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like Kernel Linkage and other places like that. They link you to these things. Psychiatrists, psychologists, you get your meds and get your mental health taken care of. They come and run you around here, help you with housing. You know, they link you. So why it's called Kernel Linkage, because they link you with these different things. And they did it.
You don't need to have an address when you start that either.
No, you'll be homeless, and they'll put you up. They don't do it for as long as they used to. They put me up for like 6 months.
Right.
But now they cut it down to 90 days. So you really got to hit the ground running. You got to hit the ground running when you're with them. So you have that time at 90 days or whatever to establish the certain things you need to establish.
Kind of catch your breath.
Yeah. Like, you might need a Social Security card, you might need an ID, you might need a Medi-Cal card.
Yeah.
That's a benefit. That Medi-Cal right there gets you a phone. Your Medi-Cal and your ID will get you a phone.
Yeah, that'll get you your phone, and the phone will get you your appointments, and an appointment will get you your housing, and the housing will get your life set.
So the phone, it's the basic foundation.
Yeah, it's basic foundation. Little simple things like a picture in your pocket that's made of plastic tends to make a big difference. Like, okay, what's this ID gonna mean? I know it means, but no one else does.
Right.
Pull out that ID. Now I'm getting seen at places and doing things with them.
Okay, so this is you. So we're going to give you a Social Security card under this name. So we're going to give you a benefit card under this name.
Right.
That's you. Now you got all these cards. You got all these cards. You're like, man, where are all these cards coming from?
Right.
So yeah.
And you can even get your food stamps with that too. Just
A good thing to do is to make a list.
Woo!
Hold on.
Sorry, people. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm really going. I'm
gonna help them all the way through.
Everybody finna come get me now, huh?
He's excited that he got the card.
I showed mine off. It's all right. You get my credit. Go ahead and try to use my credit. You're gonna lower yours.
I recommend that you.
I got all the cards. I'm holding all the cards. Deal me in.
Deal me in. Yeah. That's ready to play the game.
That you make a list of everything that you need, because there's a number of agencies that have vouchers where you can get your photo ID and it won't cost. It goes right up to DMV, and you get that photo ID.
I know the whole person care people, Linda over at Whole Person Care over on 3551 Q Street, she can help you get your, she's got the paper so you can get a free ID. So help you with your ID. I know Garden Pathways over at 1629th Street, they will do it too, but you need to be enlisted in their enlist thing. So, but I know that the Whole Person Care, Linda can do it with, you don't have to sign up for a bunch of stuff, yeah.
What were we talking about?
Get your license, get your ID.
Oh yeah, she can do it, you don't have to pay.
The word voucher.
Voucher's a good word.
And you ask around, because some agencies, even if they don't have that, they can tell you who does.
Probation, you got your probation officer, you got your parole officer. They have access to that if you're on probation or parole.
Probation, parole, yeah, you can talk to them too. Not just show up for your probation. You can actually ask them to help you do
vouchers and things like that. They have to give to
probation
you.
Can help you with that.
Yeah, still can't parole. And go ask them for you have a voucher where I can go get my ID and not have to pay. And if they have it, they'll give it to you. You take it up there, and it's all paid for. You get your ID. That's what I had to do. I had to go through that process.
Yeah, the probation and parole do it too.
If you can get a caseworker to go with you, and you, like I said, just ask, because caseworkers with their official ID around their neck that they're a caseworker, they can make an appointment and they go to the head of the line. So you just ask. The thing is, think about what you need, because a lot of times we only think about one thing at a time and then we go get it.
Well,
you can left you gum at the same time.
They want to cancel me, I'd leave.
They changed it to the 8th.
Oh, okay. July now.
I
did that last week. I came in for my appointment I came in half hour early, but it turned out it was a month early. It was July, and I was thinking it was there for June. I think it was June 10. And it was supposed to be July 10.
I had 2 appointments. I had one at 11.
Right.
So I went to the one at 11. But I had one at 1 o'clock.
Right.
They canceled the one at 1 o'clock.
Pushed it back. Yeah.
That's 30 minutes away.
If you're available on Wednesdays at noon, you can just do a walk-in, and we could do whatever we can, give you information. And
here?
Our facilitator is just one of the best in the whole county.
Yeah, that is very good, very nice, very helpful. That's almost nothing that she can do for you that she can't, that she won't.
Actually, Wednesdays from 10 to about 1:30 or 2.
Yeah.
You come through, but her office hours to help the community is 10 to noon, and she extends her time.
Do you have to be a part of the whole wellness program or the whole care person program?
If you want to be part of that whole person care thing, you can just show up.
That's available, but if you want to get information,
family, you come in there and just talk to them.
Yeah, and you can get some guidance, some information. Odds are you probably might benefit from becoming a part of the program, but it's like not mandatory to get information.
We have to sign in. So
when you sign in, that puts you on a list, but it doesn't make it's not like an official. It's an official document and everything, but that's just to get you in, to show that you were here. You can start talking. You can actually get your medical Uber. Can take you in if you're going to do something. You can do the medical transportations with current families.
Yeah.
But understand this. If you just want some advice, or you want to find out where to go get something, especially something that we mentioned here on the show, you can just come in and and ask your questions, because everybody has different needs, everybody's doing something different, and if you're with a program that maybe is not giving you the information that you need, this would be a good place to come just to get information, and then you can make a decision if it's a program that's a good fit for you.
Yeah, always. For sure, that's for sure. If it's a good fit for you, then that's what works. But at the same time, it's all good. I mean, what can we say? All we can do is we can let you know that you hear it, or you can say you heard. And
sometimes it just feels good to see a a smiling face and it's warm because Lord, Lord knows sometimes we can go to a place and we don't even feel like we're welcome, and they might not be doing it on purpose.
Right.
But one thing that's emphasized here is that you are important. Whoever you are important. That's number one. Number two, no matter where you are in life, you can still do good because testimonials are around here. People who most likely have went through worse than you've went through, possibly, or might be a little more down and out than you are. Sometimes when somebody gives you an encouraging word and helps instill a little hope in you, that might be all it takes. It's like a seed of faith, because a lot of us, we don't feel like we can achieve, especially when multiple things happen to you at the same time, because we're all human. We got emotions, we got feelings, we got self-esteem levels.
Yeah.
So, a part of the reason we're doing this is because so many of us that come through here and still come back here every Wednesday.
Yeah.
We had reached at some point in our life where we feel like, man, I just can't win.
Right. And the piggyback on that too, at the same time, I was leading the table of content. What we're in right now is the behavioral health and wellness class, right?
Yeah.
It gives you a safety plan, an anxiety coach, lets you know what's up.
Certified.
Certified coach. These anxiety, you got a lot of anxiety, he'll help you with it.
Right.
It says for the mind, you got the insight timer, happy colors and things like that. For the body, it's just a total, all covering thing here. We take care of all you mental, physical, and spiritual, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we're trying to do. We're keeping going and things like that. That's why I'm happy. That's why I'm here to help and to give you insight. You know what I'm saying?
I totally believe if one person becomes saved from despair, angels rejoice. A lot of angels rejoice. So you are important. That's the whole thing. You are important. And sometimes you have to tell yourself that, I am important. Somebody cares. And if you believe in a higher power or you have a belief system, you can help that power and that energy to help you by just taking a step and say, I'm gonna get this a try. Sometimes just don't give up.
Don't give up. Keep it going. She's gonna make a way for you. Some things may fall off the side while you're going down your plan, but those things weren't meant to be there. So just look at it like that. When you're not really losing because you're putting your best foot forward and you continue and you're being consistent. And that's the key.
Effort.
Yeah, be disciplined. There's a lot of discipline involved in it, but at the same time, you put forth an effort, you're going to get some kind of result. It may be positive, it may be negative, but you got a result. And then you go from there. If it's negative, well, you change up the plan. If it's positive, you keep going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's the way I look at it. That's the way I've been doing it. And I've been doing that for the last 4 years, and I've been getting my blessings and my benefits. So,
and it shows. People on the outside can see the difference. I know I can. You came in here looking like new money, man. I'm serious. You had a peace over you, and you were smiling, and you got your shades, and you got a clean shirt on.
Oh wow, yeah, okay, yeah.
A lot of people don't even have a clean shirt.
That was going to be one of our conversation topics for today too. Was how to do hygiene when you don't have a house. Talk about hygiene.
Okay.
But we had some other pressing business, so it was cool,
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We'll probably tackle it next week. Talk about something short of running around in, sprinklers at night. Taking a shower like fun with Dick and Jane. But
yeah, I remember. I don't have any experience with the homelessness thing, but God's been pretty good to me for the last few years, but. I know a lot of homeless people. It's not like I feel like I'm better than those people who didn't have the opportunity. Maybe had the opportunity and didn't have the knowledge to take the opportunity.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm not. Whatever their reason is, I hold no ill feelings towards them. And it seems like these are just in court because they had a homeless case that just went past They granted the homeless people their rights.
Yeah,
You know?
you gotta
But it hurts a lot of people in the community because they all here in front of our stores and all this. Yeah. But the law is the law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's a growing pain. I mean, there's the things we want to help, and then there's the people that abuse the help, and it makes it worse for everybody who's trying to get it together.
when you say abuse your help,
Like, you know what it is. You put your hand out to help them, and they bite it.
oh yeah,
You
give
know?
them back your hand and feed you.
Yeah, you give them a hit to take a mile type of situation.
Oh, yeah.
Look, man, if you
Take advantage of it. Just take your kindness for weakness.
Yeah, you just be cool in this little corner of the park. We're not gonna sweat you. And you're like, all right, they'll let me crash here at night, but you know, in the morning clean up, whatever. But then you got the people that go, oh, I can sleep here. This is my yard now, and the park becomes your yard, and the whole yard, the whole entire park is dipped in homos and trash, and it's like,
Yeah.
why you got trash everywhere? You could have just threw it in the trash can, or the ones that go dumpster dive with your cans. You're like, okay, you know what? I know you're in there trying to get some money. I ain't gonna knock your hustle. That's cool.
For clarification, he said hobos.
But for the other people,
All right,
go out there
because you know that B could
like you go out there
sound like
and
another
when
letter.
you're digging in the trash can. It's like I'm gonna let you dig, and I'm not gonna knock, because you're trying to do something. But the people that go digging and just start chucking trash out, and walk off looking dumb.
Good way to do it. I
Those
used
are
to
the
do that. I used to be a can digger.
Right.
And you don't throw trash out because the people where you're getting the cans from
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, they're not going to allow you to keep coming there, keep throwing out.
Exactly.
So if you're taking care of your business by cleaning up after, breaking the cans out, making sure the trash in, they're not going to bother you pretty much because you're not infringing upon their.
And those are the ones we try to help out, and everybody else is trying to help out. And then once they get these rules and regulations, you can go over here and they'll let you do this. You can go over there and you can do that.
Right.
Everybody does those things. The next thing you know, there's that next guy comes in and goes, what do I care?
Yeah.
I live in the trash. I don't care about the trash.
So
And that's when it
sometimes
needs to be down.
sometimes
Yes,
we have to
exactly.
clean up for other people.
And those it only takes one or two people to ruin it for
You're running for
a whole
everybody
That's
else.
true.
Yeah.
100 people get screwed out quick.
Yeah. Because there's one person, that's your profession, you're doing the trash thing right there. You got one person that throws trash everywhere. So even when you come around and be like, no, you can't do it here. We're gonna put fences up. We're gonna put locks up. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't have access. Now you don't have access to make your money.
Think ahead and do your best.
So
Do-
that's
you
what
know,
we're worried about.
be as considerate
That's
as you
what
can
those
be.
new laws and rules and things that they're talking about. It helps some people for a little bit, and then other people abuse it, and then
It harms the people that doesn't.
and then everybody loses. So clean up. How about that? Just clean up.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say also, because we're all about making sure we thin the herd. We want less people out there in the streets. There's a David's Retreat room and board. I just found his name's Dave. It's David Hall. David's Retreat. He's over off of H and White Lane. So he's $825 with no deposit, but it's $825 a month. They got a swimming pool. They got internet. All utilities are paid. It's a group home type thing. It's
Is it like Jason's retreat?
Yeah, it'll be like that. Sober living home.
Shared living.
Shared living.
I'm doing what do they call those? Room and board.
Yeah.
I'm in room and board right now.
It's one of
So
those.
it's different than the room and board to the fact that it's like for drug.
Those are sober living environments. They're more geared towards keeping you drug free. Where room and board is just
If that's a
Someone
challenge.
live
for you.
like that.
yeah. And this is for $825 a month, no deposit. You can call David and call him at 661-374-9624. So he'll pick you up. You can go cruise the spot.
I'm gonna need
You wanna live
that.
there. Yeah.
That's very
So,
important.
David Hall.
Somebody come pick you up and let you check it out. I mean, that's deep.
$825 a month, utilities and internet
No food.
and food.
Can you say that number slowly?
I'm paying $925 a month for what I'm staying. I get the same amount of things, but
Yeah, see, David's got a swimming pool and everything.
no swimming pool where I'm at.
661-374-9624. You call David here, check that out.
Cool.
You can call
I'm
David
gonna call
up.
him.
It's
That's
a new house. I just found it.
I'm gonna call this guy.
Don't ask like you don't know. Just use your voice.
We got a lady in the house.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. It's for a friend.
It
Yes.
always brightens everything.
Yeah, David's is off of H, White Lane and H.
That's real though. I mean,
Yeah.
be respectful, but appreciate a woman. I'm serious.
I said, when you talking about?
No, I'm just saying. Sometimes we don't
David Hall.
give the proper acknowledgement. I mean, she got the biggest smile in the building right now, in this building. And
Oh, okay. That's
it
what you're
makes a
talking about. I was
difference.
wondering what you're talking
It makes
about.
a difference.
I see.
They might not know it makes a difference.
It does.
Okay.
Because there's no point in being, I mean, no matter what your situation is,
Yeah.
there's no point in being sad about it. Well, I mean, you can be sad about it, but like dwelling on the negative because there's always tomorrow. And if the tables always turn. So, like, if you're having a bad day, you might be going somewhere like, you're not the only one. There's always worse thing going on.
It's an energy,
It
you
is
know.
energy.
I mean, don't help the problem be a problem. You know, people will testify and be a witness that your self-attitude, self-esteem, and how you present yourself and how you smile and be warm. It helps them. It helps you. You know, it seems like a little thing, but that might be just the thing to turn something around and somebody throw out that lifeline and save you when you're in that ocean of despair. You gotta write that down. Ocean of despair.
The water gets rough. When the water gets rough, just walk on it. Chill out. Walk on it. Walk on the water. When the wind gets blowing and everything is going, you stay calm. Just like Jesus was when he was walking across the water.
Yeah, when we went walking, it wasn't on a flat lake. You know?
No, it was rivers,
Water
was rocking, brokey, everything was going on, like in your life.
Mhm.
In your life, you have all,
Yeah, there. I'm gonna show them.
like in your life, you have all kinds of things that are happening, but you gotta stay focused
Mhm.
and stay calm. Because a lot of things that surround the actual things that happen are just sub chapters of it, and they'll go away
Mhm.
as soon as you accomplish what you're accomplishing.
And circling back to where we were earlier, talking about how people, the new law for the homelessness, and you end up having to deal with some nonsense. Like, if you keep yourself neat and tidy, you can go to the mall and picnic. Right now it's summertime,
They said, yeah.
and you can't show up with 15 bags of stuff without that messing up your. They're not gonna let you in the mall walking around like full on hobo style. Like, if you're just gonna be all bummy looking, someone's gonna ask you to leave, or they're just gonna harass you the whole time.
Well, basically what the law is saying is they can't criminalize it. They can't criminalize homelessness. Basically what the United States Supreme Court decided. That you can't criminalize homelessness, and you can't arrest these people for sleeping on the block, but you can make your own, since you're a sovereign city,
Okay.
you can make your own government codes like that.
Okay.
Oh, you can really sleep here, when such time, of not doing business time. You can add little things like that, you can do it, but you can't criminalize it. If you violate the little government code, basically it's criminalizing it because of what you're doing.
Right.
At the same time, they can't be thin because they had a rule in place to be followed. And if you didn't follow that rule, now we can criminalize it.
Right.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
That's
Not too
And
shabby.
now they're getting ready to change it do a lot of changes of the laws for people that going through doing those they're going in the stores and just taking whatever they want to take.
Yeah.
They're not afraid of the guards or nothing because they're not, as long as it's not over a certain amount of money, you're not going to go to jail.
$9.75, I think is what it is. So
Yeah.
still less than $1,000. They can't. You're not even allowed to chase you.
No, they can't even take you walk around the store. Well, I'm contacting that kind of information, but
at this time,
Sounds
but
like we need to go to the store, don't we?
Yeah.
for anybody that wants to,
I was at Ross the other day, and I watched this guy just power walk through the front door real quick, and security just was watching him as he strolled by, and then the register and them started joking about it. Like, well, they happened. I was like, what's going on?
yeah.
They're like,
just
somebody got stabbed. Either security guard stabbed somebody stealing, or somebody stealing stabbed a security guard.
But there's a new law on the bill.
Yeah.
There's a law going on the bill to change all that down. It won't be happening too much longer. Especially in Kern County, they're going to stick to it.
People are getting burned up down here.
I'll tell you why. So for anybody that thinks they can take advantage of something, the law is dynamic. It's always changing. You know, so what you can get away with today, you might not be able to get away with next week or next month. The main thing is live by that golden rule. Just, try to do right. If you're going through something and nobody ever told you, well, don't steal because it brings you bad karma. But in your mind, well, I gotta survive and I want to steal. know this, there is a such thing as a universal right and a universal wrong. You're not going to help your situation by doing wrong
I don't want it.
when you're doing bad. You know, because everybody needs somebody's help. You know, God made this world with a lot of people, and we always need somebody's help. If you're always doing somebody wrong and you're being selfish, odds are you're eventually not going to get no help from nobody else. You know,
Sure,
so
yeah.
just try to do your best. You know, seek out a power,
Middle
a
ground.
higher power
Yeah.
to your own understanding, and then you just have a code. You know, just have a
Code of
code.
ethics. Code of
Yeah,
ethics is,
exactly. You know, I'm
and
gonna
be
try to do
disciplined,
right.
and just discipline, takes discipline, you know, but we don't make it all on the first try. You know, sometimes we start, we fall, and start again. Just don't give up.
Because nobody's perfect. But
Nobody's
if you
perfect,
do
yeah.
your best, that means something. A lot of people will see you if you're doing your best. They might not tell you nothing. All right? But if they see you doing your best, they might not be able to help you that day. But the way things work out, if somebody see you doing your best and you're struggling, you never know when you're going to run across somebody that's doing good, but they was in the same position that you was in. And they see you trying to do something, and in their mind they're like, you know, I'm going to help this person out. It might not come right when you want it, but it will come.
Put an effort, put a foot forward, and you know, he said, you know, he knows all the things that we need. He said, you know, all we have to do is, you know, seek the kingdom first, and all those other things be added unto you. Man, you're not lying about it. You're not lying about that. But at the same time, you got people out there that take advantage of the system, and it hurts the people who are not, who are trying to use the system lawfully.
Right.
And it hurts them, and it just puts up barriers and closes doors, because you may not have actually had offended the person or took advantage of their kindness, or someone else did, so it makes them harder, it waxes over their heart. You know, the love grows cold because of the wrongs that's being done to them so many times, and they don't want to be that way, but they have to be that way in order to function in society. It's okay though. It's no big thing. It's just something that we have to be aware of.
Can make all the difference. It sometimes can save your life trying to do the right thing or not doing the wrong thing. You know, go around, come around.
So we've come to the 1 o'clock hour here. So we got about to wrap it up. Want to thank our
We're gonna say a
sponsors
prayer.
again. Thank you, Awareness. Thanks to Awareness, we can be mindful of where we're at, what we're doing, where we're going, and how we're going to get there. Thank you for everybody showing up today.
Thank you for hearing us.
And
I'm going to close this with a prayer, and I think I'm going to start us having a quick prayer right away.
Or at least a scripture.
Because we might, you know, go over the time.
Yeah.
So,
or at least a foundation scripture. That'd be good too.
yeah, definitely. You know, so I know what it means to me. Father God, we come thanking you. We thank you for this day. We thank you for the here and for the now. We ask that you send your angels, you send your spirit, help those who are in need and may feel hopeless. Help that heart that feels like they can't go on another day. Help them to know the reality that as long as we have breath, anything is possible when you have faith. There is help out there. Help the people to receive the help and help them to pass on the help that they receive. We thank you for this day. Bless us, bless our homes. Bless us to continue doing our best to help others. Thank you. Amen.
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 all right, all you people, go help somebody find somewhere to be.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
I'm asking him.
I got shy.